Well, Phil. Cheers, dude. What about you? Are you well?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
All right, mate. All right.
All right. I'm all right.
Should you not be wearing all black, Phil?
Why is that?
Going into mourning for the
Oh, Prince Philip,
yes,
our Lord and Master. Yeah, no,
head
I
of
should be. I should be.
Duke
Did
of
you? I was
Edinburgh.
watching. I had to watch a half an hour of the news before we came on, and it was like all these people in tears.
Yep.
Well, I'm afraid that Prince Philip wouldn't have pissed on you if you were on fire.
Absolutely. And there's no what was I going to say? There's no other news in the world at all at the moment.
No,
That's all there is.
Yeah, it's a good day to bury bad news.
So, thanks very
What
much
are we
for
doing
joining
here?
me.
Why have you summoned me? What's going on?
What we're doing is we're going to review Kendal Flake.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am. I've yet to try it.
Good job. So, for those of you actually not in the know, Kendal Flake, I've absolutely not prepared at all here. Let me just look it up quickly, or do you know?
No.
Well, there it is.
There it is. It's a very pretty Virginia forward-looking flake.
I think it is just Virginia, but let's have a look.
Is it? Yeah. It smells lovely.
What do you think on the nose? Does it remind you of Revor? So
not really.
It's a Virginia.
There's a little bit of floral there, but not a lot.
It's a Virginia lakeland aromatic. Now the flavorings are alcohol/liqueur, almond, coffee, floral essences, other miscellaneous, rum, sherry, tonquin bean, vanilla, and whiskey.
Does that come from tobacco reviews?
It could, yeah. So it could be wrong, but that's what they say.
I think some of those guys, I know what the fuck they're talking about.
They're Americans trying to talk about an English back, Eli.
Yeah.
Lakeland.
Liqueur. Floral. There's no such thing as floral essence. It's like 10 different florals, right?
Yeah. Geranium. Flowers are essentially.
How did they come up with it? It makes you wonder, how did they come up with it?
What?
All these flowers and think, now that'll work.
That'll work.
Get some of that. What's that? Oh, that's heliotrope. Right.
Heliotrope. Okay. What is heliotrope?
I don't know. It's some flower. And if you look up any of these flowers, they're all like old lady flowers.
Yeah.
So it is granny pants, isn't it?
Yep. Granny pants perfume. Shall we get her lit anyway?
Yeah. Is this going to be like the trial for our future blend club?
Yes, indeed. Maybe you'd like to tell the folks about that.
No, I was thinking, it's your channel. You should tell the good people about what we're trying to do.
Okay, well, get this lit first.
Mm-hmm. Dead air is a crime.
What? Not on a pipe smoking channel.
That's true. It's the only thing you can do. What pipe's that?
It's the Peterson.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice pipe.
So, folks, Uncle Phil is the procurer of fantastic guests for the Pith Helmet Matinee, as many of you know, with himself and Professor Jeremiah. He recently had spoken with the head blender at, what are they called again? The cigar company?
Watch City Cigars.
Watch City Cigars. And the gentleman's name?
Ernie Q. I think it's like a long Italian sort of name.
Okay. Ernesto Guevara Q.
Ernesto Che Guevara. Yeah. Anyway.
So
he sent, go on.
He has sent, was it 16 different types of blends? 16?
15 or 16 1-ounce samples of, I think, probably everything they make.
Gee whiz. That is really nice of Ernie. And so Phil's idea was to split these samples up in 4 and send them out to myself, Mark, Northeast Piper, and our newest addition, Chris, the Prancing Piper, our new Irish counterpart. And then we're going to have a blend club. So the 4 of us will look at each of those 16 blends and do maybe a weekly or fortnightly. We haven't quite ironed out the finer details, but we will do a 4-man blend club, man-on-man action, 2 Irishmen, 2 Englishmen. It's going to be the peace talks, isn't it?
Yeah. Man-on-man action.
We're discussing the peace treaties with KY Jelly. Oh, and instead of rubber bullets, there's all sorts of different things going on. Takes to the flame easily enough. That's it's nice,
drier than the normal ones, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the way it came. And that's a nice pipe you're smoking there.
Oh yeah. So you know my other meerschaum from Alternate.
Yeah, the one you've had.
I dropped it on its nose.
On its nose?
Right about like the equivalent right there.
Just the perfect spot, yeah?
It's the perfect spot to shatter it into 3. And I was so upset I had to buy another one.
So it's an Alternate again, is it?
It is. This is like a Dublin one.
Lovely.
It's not a huge pipe, but it's got a nice big bowl.
It's nice and tall anyway.
Yeah, it's the virgin smoke. The virgin smoke. No, it's so not beautiful. Any color.
Do you think it'll color up nicely? Easier than the last one?
You never know, right? Some pipes never do, and some. I got a mate of mine. He had one, and it looks like briar now. It's just a beautiful, rich, dark color. And mine sort of went blonde. But it was always a good smoke, you know.
It's such a pity. Were you in the garage?
Yeah.
On the concrete floor then, straight on the button?
That's the second meerschaum I've destroyed.
Jesus. I've yet to do that, but I haven't had meerschaums for too long.
Don't do that.
I promise I'll try my best not to. So, what do you think of the Kendal so far? What are you tasting?
I'm just tasting Virginia at the moment. I'm not getting a lot of that, a lot else.
It's quite sweet, the Virginia. I'm getting kind of a sandalwoody taste as well. But I've only smoked this once. Folks, this is Phil's first time. But the last time I smoked it, it really reminded me of Revor, but without Kentucky. But I'm not
There's something, yeah. There's some strange spice in it that you can smell it, right? But
yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea what it is.
Maybe that heliotrope.
Oh, yeah. Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Yeah, it could be. It is spicy. Like
baking sort of spice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know why I never smoked this? Because when they said Kendal Flake, I just assumed they mean one of the Kendal Flakes. I didn't realize there was a flake called Kendal Flake.
Yeah.
Because everything is Kendal something. Kendal Dark Flake, Kendal something.
Yep. I was looking for any indication that it's called so because of some reason, some special reason, but I couldn't find anything. Like as if it's Kendal's the flake to smoke. But
let's light this again.
It's not the sweetest on the topping anyway. There is something nutmeggy, something spicy, and something quite dry and almost like a sour dryness to it as well.
I reckon it's got a bit of burley in it.
Tastes like it. Nutty. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it says 100% Virginia, but And the Westmoreland slices, you're convinced as well that there's got to be a bit of Burley or Kentucky in there somewhere?
That could be dark-fired Virginia, because the Gowers do that. They take Virginia and they Kentucky-fire it.
Yeah. And they say it's been aged as well, so same kind of process.
It's just very pleasant smoke, though.
But yeah, to me, something about it is like Revor Light. Revor Light without the Kentucky.
Yeah. The Virginias, they're not really bright Virginias, are they?
No. No, they're quite earthy and quite fruity. Not grassy and hay-like.
No. Prince Philip's died, did you hear?
Yeah, yes. Sure, I said to you, you should be in mourning. That's all we'll hear.
We heard about all day. Yeah.
The BBC News, like there's no other news. That's it. That's it. For the rest of the month, at least.
Well, oddly enough, just before that was on, they were finally starting to talk about the riots your way. And then, of course, Prince Philip ruined that. You know.
Yeah. We can't even get that. Do you think do you think Prince Harry being a little bitch on TV contributed to Philip's death? I mean, he was only 99.
Yeah.
I think it's
so much more to look forward to.
He absolutely had. He was going to get a card from his wife in a half a year.
Yeah, it's going to get the telegram. And then the men in black could come in and finish him off.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 years ago, half of these people who were out there crying were blaming him for killing Princess Diana.
It's the same people.
Yeah, it's the same people who now think, Saint Philip is dead.
Yep. It's just the hysterical crowd that we have in the UK. Sun readers.
Yeah.
Sun readers, tabloid readers.
Daily Express lovers everywhere.
But it's so, I mean, the BBC being so left wing, it's quite kind of unusual to see their royalist kind of side coming out. But then again, you just think a little harder, and it's obviously to hide all the other shit that's going on. So they're just capitalizing.
This has been a great day to bury bad news.
Yep.
Pass some cheeky laws here and there.
Yeah.
I think Parliament's in recess now, though, isn't it?
Well, I think they have to be until.
No, it's because it's Easter.
Oh yeah, still.
Oh no.
I thought that ended on Wednesday. Do they take a week? Do they?
I think they get the same holidays as like school holidays, because they're nothing but whiny little children anyway, aren't they?
Well, they were all in the same class, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then the whole Bullington thing. Did you ever see that episode of Black Mirror where the Prime Minister is forced to shag a pig's head?
Yeah.
How did they know? Like, how did they know? They foresaw the future,
They must have done, yeah. So, well, you think of like all the brilliant political Illuminati who've come out of that institution, right? You're bound to get more.
The Bullington Club? Like, how did they know? It's amazing. It's quite bready, though. The Virginias are quite bready.
Definitely not that floral. I think if you didn't know these lakelands, you could smoke this. What would you say?
Absolutely, yeah. It's not exactly a trip down Granny's knicker lane, You could get away with it. If you're not a big Lakeland fan, you could probably still enjoy it. Yep. I see you're wearing your dude.
Oh, I'm the dude who bides here.
Really tied the room together.
It's cold. It's cold. It's like 4 degrees today.
What is it? Yeah, it's 3 degrees right now. Yeah, it looks nice, but it's freezing.
Did you work today, Cassius?
Barely. Yeah.
Nice.
See, most of the people on my team have taken the whole week off, and I'm a support worker for them, so there was hardly any work for me to do.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah.
And we have our other friend who doesn't work Fridays was having to decide today whether he should go for a job interview that would make him work Fridays. He couldn't even be asked to go to the job interview.
I wonder, did he even let them know?
Well, that was today.
Whoops.
Never mind. It wasn't for me.
Yeah. Just didn't want to work Fridays.
I see our brother Chris has produced another video today.
Did you watch it?
Today or yesterday? I did.
Very good, isn't it?
He's going to be putting us to shame.
I think so, yeah. Folks, the Prancing Piper, go check it out. His videos are hilarious. The latest one's bloody hilarious.
You get singing.
And dancing.
You do get a bit of dancing and prancing. And it's a lovely pipe he's got there.
Yep. It was the...
You try to blame me, though, for some reason.
Well, it was your fault.
I didn't twist anyone's arm.
I think you put him up to it, yeah. I mean, you told him about...
I did say that they're nice pipes and I've got more than one, but, you know, it don't mean you have to do it.
I think, didn't he pay extra and get the flame? That looks like the good straight grain.
I think he went for straight grain. Is he a filter man? I can't remember.
No, predominantly not. He's not. But I think he doesn't mind, but he smokes mostly unfiltered. But that's a lovely pipe. The grain in that pipe is fantastic. Like, really beautiful.
Oh, yeah. He could be happy with that one.
My Eric Weaver Sea Smoke Pipes, 3 weeks ago, he mailed it to me. On the 2nd, it arrived in Dublin, and that's the last I've heard of it.
Oh, dear.
I know.
Who did he ship it through? Like, you know.
UPS. So it's not FedEx.
Yeah, but by the time it got here, it should be. I mean, you sent me something like yesterday afternoon or the day before afternoon. I got it the next morning.
Yep. Sure, you can order stuff from the States from some websites that we won't mention, and you'll get it in 10 days. Yeah. And that's $3 or $4. Whereas it was $57 for the pipe to be sent with insurance, but it was still...
We're not blaming the pipe maker here. We're blaming the...
Not at all. We're not at all.
The logistics.
Yeah, it's just how can they charge that?
That is insane, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. But
you could smuggle a child into the country cheaper than that. Quicker.
You could.
You could.
Cheaper and quicker. And we'll see. Apparently, within 60 days, you have to complain. If it's outside 60 days, then you don't have a leg to stand on. So I'll have to complain within the next few weeks.
Well, Eric won't be happy if he knows you haven't got it. But
yeah,
problem is the insurance takes forever to get back to him, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll see. I feel sorry for him as well because it's his work. It's his work.
Send him over here for a holiday and get him to make it at your house.
Yeah,
and then you'll definitely get it.
I'll just need to buy a lathe and
We'll go to Simon's house.
Okay, yeah.
We'll go to London. We'll turn up, chuck Simon out of the room for a bit.
I'm sure he won't mind.
He wouldn't mind.
He'll be fine.
If you chuck Simon out of his house for more than a day, that's 5 less pipes, right, for sale.
Yeah. That video he put up, Did he actually advertise the fact that he can make a pipe in half an hour, or was it an hour or something? Or it was like, here's how to make a pipe in half an hour.
Yeah, something like that. I think they normally take a bit longer.
Good man.
I don't know why.
Showing his trade secrets and how quickly he could bang them out.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, though.
Very, yeah. He's getting quite. I've really liked the last couple of bulldog styles he's done.
Yeah, he did one. I think I showed it to you.
Oh, the half rusticated acorn cuddy style.
I saw one.
Yeah, natural kind of color.
Yeah. Mm. We send too much crap to each other on WhatsApp. I'll never find it. Why can't you search on WhatsApp? Why is it so crap at search?
You can search for names or words.
Yeah.
Chat search, but yeah.
Look, this is the John Pounder 10-pound lighter.
It's an old boy Corona for 10 quid.
Shipped. There's no shit. Yeah.
Including
you know what? It's worked for like 6 weeks solid. It's been faultless. It came filled.
Seriously.
Yeah.
My recent experience with, I ordered a Peterson from GQ Tobaccos for 56 quid. It arrived empty, and then I filled it up and it was leaking.
I think they have to ship. See that little flame there? My last Peterson lighter, that's as big as the flame could get. Like I said, you couldn't warm a leprechaun's ass with that.
Some of my brothers are leprechauns. Go easy.
Well, you know, regardless. Or you can go like Alien. You know, when you're in the corridor trying to get it. Mm-hmm. Some of your brothers are leprechauns. Tell me about that.
Well, that's just the way they were born. Ginger beards, quite short. A propensity to hoard green clothing.
You're tall.
I'm not black tall.
Hair.
I'm only 5'11" or so.
You look tall.
I know.
You come across as a tall man. How tall is our man Chris? He looks tall.
6'3" or 4" maybe.
Is he really?
Or 6'2" or 6'3" maybe.
So he's a proper giant.
Mm-hmm. And his hands are big. Like big, strong arms and hands. He's just an ox of a man. Seriously, he's a lot of muscle. You wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of it's just as well he's not a violent man, or I assume he is when he has to be, like most of us try to be. But
yeah, somebody messed with his kids, they would know about it.
Oh yeah, they would disappear quickly.
But he would probably explain to you why he was about to pummel you in that nice, lovely voice of his, and then pummel you.
So you really crossed the line there. So
yeah.
I'm going to pull your fucking arms off now.
I really don't like to do it, but I've been telling you all night.
Yeah, just a raspberry. Bitches. Bagara.
Yeah, Bagara and bejesus. We did this last time. Neither of you two have ever said that in conversation.
Nobody says it. Nobody says, some people say bejesus, but it's more kind of mocking themselves.
You haven't even started a sentence with sure.
To be sure.
Sure, you'll not be doing that. No, you haven't heard that yet.
It's more a southern thing as well. Sorry.
But you do the, instead of shall we, you do the will we thing.
Why do you never say will we?
No.
Will we?
So we have a Zoom meeting tonight. You say, will we do a Zoom meeting? I don't know, will we?
That is
just an odd phrasing.
A subtle difference.
Yeah.
It's not proper English for you.
No, it'll work. It'll work. You're still part of the empire, my chum.
Part of the UK, but not Great Britain, isn't that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll do you for now, won't it?
Aye. We'll see how long it lasts. Those people who are throwing
Well,
petrol bombs.
the Scots want to leave.
Yeah.
The EU want to suck you lot in, whether you want to or not. There's not going to be many of us left.
No. The Scots are looking for another referendum soon, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think they would. I don't think people would leave.
It wouldn't be wise. I mean, what do they
No,
have?
because the EU doesn't, not necessarily saying that they'd have them.
No, exactly. They have some oil in the North Sea, but that's not really much to go for.
They've got their whiskey.
It is a good export.
It is, but not everybody's in the trade, right?
You just have to mark it up.
They do that anyway. I can't keep her lit. I've lost my Zippo. I had to get another Zippo. I lost my Zippo. That's dead pipe and a Zippo. What's the third thing that's going to happen?
That's not good. Don't break that new Meerschaum, Phil. Christ's sake.
No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm going to be ever so careful with it.
The further down, I'm tasting more of that Revor note. So there's something in there. I think it's that heliotrope or whatever the hell it is. The spicy kind of nutmeggy geranium.
It is some sort of flower.
And sandalwood. I get sandalwood. Musky.
Yeah. They do use musk, don't they? It's not quite sweet enough for me, this. I don't know if I'd buy it.
I'm the same. There are other...
Because that Westmoreland, that is sweet. Sometimes that's too sweet after a while. It just keeps coming in waves. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Whoa!
It's lovely, though. Delicious.
Can you say that in a Scooby-Doo voice?
What, delicious? Delicious! I don't know.
Very good.
Yeah. Zoinks! Can you do Shaggy?
Like Scoop, no!
I don't know. Scooby Snacks?
Why does Fred always go off with Daphne?
That's good. Scoops!
Why am I always stuck with Thelma?
Oh, Scoops! Were they always stoned then? Or what's
They must have been.
Yeah.
That's why they eat so much.
Scooby Snacks.
And he can't put any weight on, can he?
No.
And they always, Fred and Daphne are off, and dumpy old Velma gets stuck with them.
Poor Thelma. If they were to make it again, it would be her getting all the action. Or maybe Scooby and the blonde fella would be gay.
Scooby and Fred.
Yeah,
but that would be like interspecies stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just because you're gay, man, don't mean you're gonna fuck dogs.
Bestiality.
What are you on about?
Yeah. Okay. Fred and Shaggy. Then it's in the name.
They call him Shaggy, right?
Gotta happen.
It's probably because of the little beard he kept. Never quite shaved.
Zoinks!
Zoinks!
And then Scrappy was the wee one, wasn't it? Scrappy Power!
Yeah, I hated him. I think everyone hated him. That was the end. It was the end for them.
He made the show a bit shite. He's kind of stopped the action.
Puppy. He was the fearless puppy.
Yeah.
Even though week after week they would go to a museum, the vampire would come out. They'd run like hell.
Yep.
And then they'd unmask it, and they knew it was Mr. Smith, the caretaker. But yet they were always afraid. They always started off afraid. They never learned.
Nope. Hadn't it been for those pesky kids.
Yeah.
To wave your fist once you've been.
Get off my lawn, you little bastards.
Kids, you
I
don't
think
know.
they ended it when Daphne got up the duff, and that was it. They had to end the show suddenly.
Did that happen?
To continue. Yeah, that happened, yeah.
It happened in real life.
Yeah.
Have you seen, there's a movie with human beings and stuff?
I've never seen it.
Nor have I.
I don't see how they could do that.
Mm,
It must be like a CGI dog, no?
must be. What a career-ending role that would be if you were taking on anyone, really.
If you're forced to do films where you interact with a CGI character, it's over for you.
It's going to be hard. You'll be doing
Yeah.
adverts for, dishwashing tablets. And
Yeah. Yeah, but at least you can interact, right?
like
They must just have to go into a room and pretend to be talking to things, and then somebody ad-lib edits it in, and then away you go.
big green screen behind them.
Yeah, yeah.
Does Chris remind you of Brian Blessed?
Just a wee bit. So
Gordon's alive.
we went through several permutations of what. Are you going to do the 4x4 picture?
We don't have it yet.
I've given you enough options.
Yeah, I'll make it.
We could do that one.
So this could be Chris, folks, the bigger.
Yeah, these are Chris options. I was being kind to him, and I said we could do that fella there.
Stereotypical Viking.
Yeah.
Where's the one from Doctor Who? Oh, that's
know
your
who
bad
that
self.
is.
That is uncanny. Just
I haven't got my glasses, huh?
We're done when I say we're done. Brilliant.
Say my name.
That's brilliant.
And I think for Mark, this was inspired casting.
Yes, that's
Mark
a good
Strong.
one for Mark. And his name's Mark as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously...
And then for you, of course, we've got... I can't see it.
It's Robert De Niro, folks. Robert De Niro.
But the old one.
Of course. He looks better now. He's aging gracefully.
And now for Doctor Who fans, though, we got... This was my original.
For Chris?
For Chris.
Lion Man. What is it? The name of the animal?
Damn it! Learn your sci-fi species. He's a time-sensitive feral.
In what way? Why is he time-sensitive?
Well, he lived in another dimension, and he could do time travel shit without a time machine. He was just built into his DNA.
Nice.
And so when the Doctor got lost in this universe and he got squirted into another one, the Lion King came along and kind of Hakuna Matata'd him back into our universe.
Hakuna Matata'd him back? That's a good, yeah, okay. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, that's like
When I get home, I'm going to Hakuna Matata the wife into next week. Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah.
There's no, are you smoking that filterless or with a filter?
Filter.
I was going to say, there's no harsh edges that I can taste unless it is just the filter.
I will try it without a filter next time I smoke it.
Yeah.
What did you get? 50 grams of this? 25? What?
25. I got 50 of the Westmoreland slices and 25 of this.
I'm sure I pick up a little bit of that Kentucky towards the end here.
In this?
You
reckon?
Just a tiny bit that smoky.
Yeah, it's evolving.
More fruity now.
Yeah, there's raisins, plum. How's the new pipe smoking, by the way?
Marvelous. It's smoking great, yeah. Nice and cool.
Do you know how heavy it is in grams?
I should think it's 30 to 40, maybe 40. I think it's around 30 grams, yeah.
It's a really,
little bit of...
really good looking pipe.
It'll have the blackened rim before you know it.
Bremen Piper has a couple of nice Dublin mares too, doesn't he?
He gets really big ones, doesn't he?
He orders extra large. He has them custom made from, well, a few of them are Barinci. Yeah, Barinci.
I don't think he likes his stems, though. He said he sends his stems off to...
Where does he send them? Some guy near him?
He even said, send them to my stem maker there. And,
I don't know. Some kind of...
do something else with this. Yeah.
Mark's brilliant.
Sorry, Mr. Barinci, if you're watching. You make lovely pipes. You've got how many now? 2, 3?
Meerschaums, 2.
3. Both from Barinci.
2 from Barinci. 1 from yourself.
Yeah.
Which I will get converted shortly to a 9mm so I can smoke it and enjoy it. I'm just completely, I can't smoke filterless anymore at all. I've just been smoking too much filters.
You've gone over to the dark side, haven't you? I should have let this dry out before we come on.
Yeah, I gave mine 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm talking yabbering. So we got 16 of these episodes to get through. How long are they going to be?
Well, like this, maybe an hour or 2, just however long it takes to smoke a bowl, the 4 of us. And I noticed on the packaging, it just kind of gives the name of the blends. We'll have to,
He's got a website with descriptions, so we'll just go on there. Okay. I think we should just randomly pick one out of the thing, and tonight we're doing...
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, just do it randomly.
It was nice of them. It was really nice of them.
Yep, overly nice. That's amazing, like. And very nice of you, Phil, I might say, to share and get them out to the rest of us. Plebs.
It was, wasn't it? It was rather splendid.
You're going to heaven. You are.
Who says that at the end of his videos? Who says that? Somebody says that. Like and subscribe or you're going to hell. Does somebody say that?
Really? That's a bit extreme.
Surely somebody says like and subscribe or the chances of going to hell are strong.
I haven't heard anyone say that.
Armchair Piper, he says that.
Ed says that. I've never heard him say
watch
that.
His video. At the end he says, like and subscribe or you're going to hell.
I'm going to have to take that up with him. I believe all that stuff.
Me too.
I don't want to go to that place, you know.
Well, that's why he's warning you.
Guess I'd better like and subscribe.
He must have a giveaway. Everyone's got a giveaway at the moment. I can't keep track of how many giveaways there are.
I don't. I have got my 500 subs coming up, so I'm thinking that I might do a giveaway. But, you know, I might do it in the way Mark did his, in that you tell me who you think should win.
And why?
And why. Who's been a good boy?
Look what I got.
That's right. Redcoat sent you a lovely mug. Beautiful.
With red in it.
And some chocolate.
Oh, we've eaten that now. Sorry, mate.
Already?
Look at
Jeez.
this. Look at this. It's like a Christmas tamper.
That's cool. Is it a street light? Like a gas light?
Yeah, but with like a Santa cap on it. Buttons for your breeches.
Ah, the pewter master.
The pewter master. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You go on Instagram, buttons for your breeches.
It's because I sent him a Pith helmet mug.
Thank you as well. Thank you for
you got one.
Yep. Let me see if it's here.
I'm full of gifts. I'm like, I'm definitely going to heaven.
You definitely are.
I reckon I'm in.
I think you're in a long time ago. Here it is. It's in the dishwasher.
I can just see up your armpit at the moment.
I hope it's all good.
Look at that.
Cass Piper.
Professor Jeremiah owns the copyright to that image. Yeah.
Do you have to pay him for it?
Well, I ain't paying him for it, but
who drew it?
I don't know. I think he did.
It's a good one. It does. I mean, it looks like him. The prof.
What, the professor?
Yeah, is that not who it's meant to be?
Well, you know the cartoon he puts on at the beginning?
Yeah.
Commander.
That's not the commander, though.
No. Commander's a bit... I think the commander was modelled after Prince Philip, maybe.
Really, yeah.
And they're quite similar, aren't they?
Yeah, the same kind of hooked nose.
Yeah.
The Greek nose.
Philip the Greek, as the Aussies call him. Phil the Greek.
G'day, Phil.
G'day, Phil. Sorry to hear you've had a spot of bother.
No more leeching off the tit of the estate, eh, Phil?
Yeah. No more sucking off the hind. I'm not going to know that. Oh, dear.
This is an X-rated episode. X-rated.
Only if it happens. Only if it happens. Only if you float my boat. Or vice versa.
Oh.
It's awful dark in the back there. What's going on?
I usually have a lamp.
Normally I could see the cow.
Yeah, I didn't have the lamp on these days.
What are the dogs doing right now?
They're in the next room with their mummy, chilling. They've been for their walk. They get 3 walks a day, basically, at the minute. Or, yeah, 2 or 3 at least, anyway. So if we both go back to work, they won't know what hit them.
No dog will. I think a lot of dogs are having their best year ever.
I really hope people aren't just getting dogs for the sake of it, though.
Me too. I reckon they are, though.
A dog is for life, not just for COVID.
The good cold on Christmas Day with pickles.
Pickles.
Sorry. Dad joke.
Have you seen that cartoon, Mr. Pickles, about the dog, Mr. Pickles? No?
I don't think so.
I'll send you some later. It's about a satanic dog called Mr. Pickles. And it's an X-rated cartoon with lots of blood, guts, and gore, references to sexual innuendo and drugs.
I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like every year at Christmas, I told my children the same dad joke, and they fall for it every year, and then they get angry because they fell for it.
What is it?
And I said, oh, Jesus, kids, sorry. It's been a week, and I forgot that I have your present up in the loft. I said, oh, bring it down. I said, well, too late now. You'd love that cat.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Poor kitty.
Poor thing.
We had been asked to clean out our lockers and work because we haven't been there for a year. And one of the guys, deadpan, says, "I left my pet gerbil in there. Do you think it'll be all right?" And one of the girls on the team thought he was being serious for some reason and got a little upset. It's like, you can't say anything.
No, you can't. We had the skeezer at work, young guy, and he was like a tramp, really, except he had a job. He was filthy. You never met anyone with more like dirt on him. Under his nails were like black, and he would eat and drop food on his keyboard and everything else. And like where he sat in his chair, like he had the V between his sort of legs and the chair, the bit that was exposed. When he left, it was like completely covered in like dirt, mayonnaise and muck.
Was he Dutch?
Like no. Whatever he had in his sandwiches and his keyboard was just foul. The screen smears. And when he left, we just chucked out everything he had.
Just burn it, kill it with fire.
It was gross.
You reminded me of this advert. I think it was on American television, and it was an anti-drugs advert. And it's this tramp who's in a queue at a shop. And there's a guy behind him with a bit of the sweats going on, looks like he's withdrawing from something. And he looks at the tramp and he has dandruff all along his shoulders. And he's sweating and he's looking at it, sweating and looking at it. And then snorts all his dandruff and goes, "If you have a problem, you need to talk, you get some help." So it's like, yeah, that's a bit extreme.
That's gross.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne would have done that for free.
He would have, yeah. Have you seen him lately? He's shot a bit. I mean, he's been shot to bits for a long time, but he's proper gone now.
Yeah. Sometimes you see him and he makes complete sense, and then other times he just doesn't at all. So it depends.
No. Like the times, I think, like the times you'd expect him to be at his best, it's not, I think a couple of hours after waking up, and
he's a legend.
But he did well to get as far in life as he did.
Yeah, he really shouldn't have survived.
He shouldn't be here.
No. He snorted a line of ants once. And, yeah.
He drank like drain cleaner or something once.
Really? Jesus.
And somehow managed to live through that. Yeah.
He's insane. Trying to kill poor old Sharon when he was hallucinating or something as well.
Yeah. Well, didn't she walk in on him? He was having a threesome or something.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah. She tried to kill him, maybe. And then he tried to kill her a few days later at breakfast when she turned into a giant goat or something. Yeah, but this.
Shoot. I notice you're not touching your. Are you one of those wankers? Yeah.
I'm a wanker. Yeah.
Yeah. Get your hands on it. If your hands are clean, it's fine.
They're not clean.
Oh.
They're not clean. I just blew my nose and wiped myself before I come in. So, I was in a hurry.
That's all right. Some people wear white gloves.
No. There's a pipe maker, a UK pipe maker. When you used to go to the UK pipe shop, I won't say who it is. But if you wanted to touch his pipes, you'd have to wear white gloves.
Briar?
Yeah.
Okay. He must be.
His pipes are about double everyone else's as well.
Oh, really? Is it? Are they worth it?
Nice looking pipes. Does some nice mortar pipes as well.
You need metal working tools to cut those damn things, and he wants you to wear gloves.
Well, just not going to do it. I'm just one of those gits that, if you tell me I've got to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
don't press
if
that
anyone
red
tells
button.
me, even if I have a COVID passport and somebody tells me I've got to show it, then I won't go there. No.
I'm just waiting to be called up. I don't fancy it either. I don't fancy it, the jab.
I think you'd be fine, but
I keep hearing stories
I think
about.
by the time it gets down, personally, I think by the time it gets down to you youngsters, you know, there'll be enough of an immunity around anyway.
There are other countries who just immunize the over 60s.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what should happen.
That's what they should have just done here. Just immunize the vulnerable and over 60s, and the rest of us just got on with life.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know.
Do you believe in the great... Do you believe in the Great Reset? That this is shutting down the economy?
I'm not a conspiracy guy.
But this isn't really a conspiracy.
The evidence for something like that going on, I have to admit, is kind of high, and kind of getting a little higher.
Agreed.
But there's no way you could do something like that because there are too many parties involved, and somebody would have shopped the whole lot.
Yeah,
that's why. Like most of the time, conspiracy theories are just that. You know, there's no grand scheme. There's no witches in a coven doing stuff because somebody would shop them. You only have to piss off one person, right? And the show's over.
True. Yeah.
That's my opinion.
It all gets out. That is a fair point. I don't even think it's a conspiracy because I think they're quite open about it now. They want.
I mean, if you talk to like Tony Blair and people like him, they're all for it, the Great Reset. And Bill Gates is all for it, no doubt. And that doesn't mean he's implanted fucking chips inside the injections, you know.
Not yet, no. But I mean, we all have tracking devices on our wrists or in our pocket, and we have bugs everywhere listening to us. If you say you're interested in buying a new car, then you'll see adverts for a new car up in your.
Oh,
yeah, it's crazy. And that's just the bare minimum.
Because my wife wants to, she's addicted to education. She wants to do PhD. And she's got Alexa on in the kitchen. And we've talked about it. And of course, when I come onto Instagram or something now, it's like, hey, PhD programs, blah, blah, blah. How? If that damn machine wasn't listening?
Yep.
And Julie's like, well, it can't be that because Alexa isn't connected to your Facebook and it's not connected to your. I said, yes, but the IP address is known.
Yeah.
And that's all they have to do is broadcast IP address 6, PhD.
And they all pay.
Oh, he's on Facebook with IP address 6, PhD.
But they all pay each other for information anyway.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not so much like sinister. They're after Kaz. They're not after you as a person, but they're after what you want. Good thing is like you're into pipe smoking, and then they're not allowed to advertise that. So, you know, just be involved in all the illegal shit, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as you want something that somebody else can legally sell you, that's all they care about.
Yeah.
So the fact that they want to control you personally, they don't give a fuck. I don't think.
No, that makes sense. It makes sense, yeah. But they do. They want to sell.
But, the problem would be if they start doing that to like other politicians who like trying to run for office or something like that, or judges, or once you got that, then you're in trouble, right?
Yeah. Scary.
It is scary. Especially in your part of the world.
Yeah.
You can imagine, be good information.
Yes,
what are they going to find out? What are they going to find out from you? He likes pipes. He likes boiled potatoes.
Yeah, that's it. Starch. Anything with starch in it, mainly potatoes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Do you ever get any of these tampers? I could recommend these tampers.
Where is that from?
They're bamboo sticks, right? But they're called 8 Deco, like Art Deco, but with the number 8. And they've got this really nice sort of domed little brass tamper at the bottom. And then you can just turn it upside down and use it as like a pick. But you get them on smoking pipes for like $2.
Really?
Yeah, they're ever so cheap.
Nice. 8 Deco. I'll check it out.
You can get them on smokypipes.eu, so you don't have to ship from the States for like €2 or €3
nice.
for one.
That's nice. Bamboo, you would think it was a bit more expensive then.
You would.
And usually you see tampers like that and they're at least 20 or 30.
Oh, these are nothing, honestly.
They're lovely. Savinelli ones are like £100.
That's insane for a tamper. See, it's got those holes in the bottom, so you can tamp and still smoke.
Yeah. That's nice. It's a nice foot on it too, a nice diameter. Proper tamper.
This big tamper won't even really go in the bowl. Oh yeah, it will. I stand corrected.
I stand corrected, said the man with the orthopedic shoes.
This would destroy your meerschaum if it dropped on it, though.
Is it pewter as well?
Yeah. Well, this is the one.
The same one.
Leicester. Yeah.
Very nice. Did you see Cliff's impersonation of Lester then?
Yeah.
Very good for the first 5 minutes.
Cliff's a lovely guy. Just got to know when to end the impression.
He's great.
But he's got a great sense of humor.
Wonder will he try and do an Irishman? Chris or I?
We might do. We should do Mick.
Old Dublin pipe.
Yeah, Dublin pipe.
Dublin pipe. Checking in.
Pipe.
From the bar.
Fucking fantastic.
He's very quick. He does it nicely. Just checking in from the bar. Got a pint of Guinness. Yeah. Fuck you. See you later.
Yeah. Fantastic.
He's great. I've asked him to come on.
Is he going to be on yours?
He said that he's busy at the minute with a lot of shite going on, but that he is interested. So hopefully get him on soon.
What about Matt, the Irish piper?
He made a video a couple of days
this
ago.
Week, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. He's under a bit of stress. I think he's in full-time education trying to do that. And because I believe he was involved in the music industry and a recording studio he owns. So it's kind of slow, or he's not allowed to carry out his work basically now because of COVID. So I think he's finding things tough at the minute.
Yeah. That's the other worry is like, even when we come out of this, how many industries are dead forever now?
You hear some gloom and doom stories. Rory, our friend, he reckons that the industry's over. There's not going to be any more live shows anymore. I'm not that pessimistic.
What sort of live shows?
All sorts.
What, concerts and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't believe that. There's only so long we'll sit on our asses despite what variant strain they want to throw at us next month. There's only so long we'll put up with it.
I hope so.
The scary thing, though, don't you think, is like how quickly we did bend over and say, okay, we're staying at home, we'll do everything you say.
Well, there was 50,000 people marching through London about 3 weeks ago, and the media did not cover it at all. But what they did cover instead was the fact that everyone in their back garden were lighting candles to remember the COVID-19 deaths. I didn't know anyone who was doing that, and neither did the people that I know anyone who was doing that. But apparently, you know, the the BBC were saying it's definitely happening. In fact, we're going to cover it on the news for 10 minutes and just ignore the fact that most people are not wanting to be in lockdown after 12 months. 12 months?
Yeah, that stuff like that, exactly right. If they did want to come in and take over, they could do it. They could absolutely do it.
What do you mean? If who wanted to
say, I don't know, some new regime, the new world order. Say they really did want to do it, and they somehow got all the machine together. They could absolutely do it.
Oh, we would be quite willing participants in our own demise.
Over, drop our drawers, and
whatever happened to the great British stiff upper lip?
Oh, well, we'd keep the stiff upper lip while we got fucked.
Rogered. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I know.
I've ruined my clean boy image here.
Yeah, Phil. Uncle Phil, squeaky clean.
Sorry.
You're terrible.
I'll talk about it on your show,
Yeah, well.
The thing is, like, I was in the shop. I had this woman, and I was saying, when we come out of this, blah, blah, blah. And she was saying, oh, no, this is it. This is the new normal. And I just went off on one. See, it might be for you, love, but it ain't going to be for me. I can tell you now. This is not the new normal.
I hope you're right.
I refuse for this to be the new normal.
I hope you're right.
Well, but there's a lot of people who enjoy it. I think it's great.
Yeah, the money's still flowing in. The government's looking after us.
You don't want to infect anyone. I don't want to infect anyone.
Yeah,
of course we
not.
don't.
Of course not. Don't want anyone to die.
They throw that's a selfish attitude. It's a selfish attitude. You're not thinking of others.
No. If you look at, for example...
What about the family next door that don't have any money?
Yeah, true.
About to lose their house.
Yeah. Or people people who say, I'd rather save lives than the economy. Well, without the economy, there's no hospitals to,
Yeah, because you got to pay the nurses, you got to pay the doctors, you got to pay everybody. It's all linked.
The bulk of the lockdown is to save the NHS anyway, because they couldn't handle it, I think.
Yeah, that's the point, is they don't want everyone turning up in the hospital, and I get that. I get that. It didn't happen. Maybe in pockets here and there it happened, but,
I mean, it's a tricky one. I know there's a virus. I know it's dangerous. But then if you look at Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota, I can't remember which, but one locked down and one didn't. And then we have the information from Sweden and Japan. I think they didn't lock down.
Sweden didn't lock down. I don't know if they did in the end, but they certainly didn't at first.
But the numbers are the same. Lockdown isn't effective. You may think you're doing good, but
it's not. You're wearing a stupid mask that, a virus. They're small. It's small. The mask is like a great big, 1 meter square little hole for you to go through, right? I mean, if you want to, properly PPE up, you look like those guys from E.T. or whatever at the end of the film when they're pulling them out of the river, hazmat suits and the whole sort of thing. If you want to take it to that extreme.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole thing, right, with they shoot you down straight away. Oh, no, you're being insensitive. You're not, you're putting lives at risk. That's just like if you try to comment about something else and you get the racism card thrown at you.
I think immigration is
shut you down. Shut you down straight away. You can't no longer speak on that subject. Mm-hmm. And that's how we all end up not saying anything about anything.
It's crazy.
I don't want to turn your show into something dark here, but it is related,
It's true.
once you've got an effective weapon to eliminate dissent,
yeah, but
you're going to use it.
They don't just shoot you down; they come for your job. They try and get you
Well, that's what's
cancelled.
happening now. Yeah, that's what's happening now. Is you're getting fired for something you said on Facebook 22 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Whatever happened to open debate and trying to find out which ideas are the best ideas? We need to discuss things, and we're not allowed to talk about certain subjects.
Did we ever have that, though?
Hopefully. I thought so.
Yeah.
Not in Northern Ireland.
Huh?
Not in Northern Ireland.
No. No. You live in a different planet, though.
Yeah, full of idiots.
Compared to the rest of us.
Bloody
wow.
idiots.
I didn't mind this. I didn't mind. It wasn't my favorite.
Out of 5, would you give it a 3, 2 or 3?
I'll give it a 3. Maybe a 3.5 because it's good tobacco.
Yep, I agree.
But it's just kind of a middle ground Virginia with a little bit of... It got a bit richer towards the end, right? Would you say?
Yep. Yes, it's a bit... yeah.
But I would prefer to have the Westmoreland or the Coniston or the...
Absolutely. You know. Agreed. It was nice to try, though. But yeah, whether it'll be ordering
Thank you for
more.
letting me try it.
No worries. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining me on a wonderful, wonderful episode. And folks, as we said, you'll have to look forward to 16 episodes with the 4 of us. Chris, the Prancing Piper, Mark, Northeast Piper, Uncle Phil Seller here, and myself, Cass Piper Cassidy.
And imagine the subjects we're going to tackle with 4 of us.
Yeah. Will it be politically correct, do you think?
It will be whatever.
It'll be whatever. It'll be scary for all of us.
Yeah. Just don't say fuck or bugger.
Don't say fuck or bugger. But folks, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon.